The federal government's decision to help pay for clinical trials on a controversial multiple sclerosis treatment is being met with mixed reaction. The federal health minister announced yesterday that there is now enough evidence on the vein opening therapy to go ahead with the trials. But as Melissa Oakley reports, some feel it's too little, too late.
Crystal Bruce has multiple sclerosis, and in November she had the procedure sometimes known as liberation therapy. For her, it was life-changing.
I feel like I'm MS symptom-free. The symptoms that I had before are now gone.
Bruce wants other people who have MS to have the same chance. She raised more than $10,000 to have the procedure done in New York, something she says should have been available here in Canada.
The theory behind the therapy is that there is a link between MS and vein blockages. The procedure uses angioplasty to open up the veins.
Bruce says the government's decision to go forward with clinical trials is a good step, but she says it should have happened sooner.
It is promising, although it is kind of too little too late in the way that, this should have happened a year ago. People are waiting and still trying to fundraise to go, and that's a lot of stress on people that are ill.
The government decided to fund the trials after the MS working group appointed last year came forward this week, saying there is now enough evidence to support the trials. The government was waiting on 7 major research projects before moving forward. Dr. Jock Murray is an MS expert.
This is an extremely complex issue that you're going to have to design a trial that's going to be very convincing because it's so emotional, this whole issue.
The procedure doesn't work for everyone. Dean Brousseau traveled to Poland to have the vein opening treatment last year. For him, it didn't make a big difference, but he says these clinical trials are exactly what needs to happen to begin answering questions about MS and about the procedure itself.
Why does the CCSVI treatment work for some people and not for others?
Brousseau says if he hadn't had the procedure, he would have always wondered if it might have worked for him.
The first 2 phases of the trials will involve up to 200 people. The Canadian Institute for Health Research hopes to get the trials underway in early 2012. Melissa Oakley, CBC News, Halifax.